from LA.
Yes, girl.
Everybody wants to be from LA.
I'm born and raised.
So, okay, we dream of like this childhood where you're like, you go jogging past the Hollywood sign, you eat like really good organic food. Like, tell me what it was like growing up in Hollywood.
Well, I grew up in the Valley. So my whole life, I never even knew what the 10 freeway was, the 405. Like, I just never went over the hill. So I didn't have a typical LA childhood that you would imagine or like what they show in the movies. It was just like suburbia. Grew up with my family. I have 3 siblings, went to high school in the Valley too. It's not until I went to USC for college that I actually saw what was like on the other side of the hill and kind of grew into loving LA.
So 1 of 4 kids.
Yes.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
So I say a lot. I mean, we have 3 kids, but I mean,
you have
it feels
3
like,
kids now?
Girl.
Wait, when did this happen?
In 3 years.
I remember. Oh, this is why. Because I was like, last time I was here, you were pregnant.
Yeah. And the time before. But so you know all about this. Are you the oldest, middle? Like,
I'm the oldest. Okay. My brother and sister are twins. They're 23 now. And my baby sister is 16. So we got a huge age gap. Huge.
Is this like a Catholic thing?
Yeah. I mean, my parents grew up. My parents are Catholic. I grew up really Catholic, conservative. I think my sister was just like an accident baby, to be honest. But yeah, I grew up in a super conservative household, went to private Catholic school my entire life. I didn't know a Jewish person until I went to college. And now I'm married to one, which is funny. And was originally, when I first started dating my husband, my mom would tell my siblings, oh, he's going to have to convert for her. Like day 2 when we were dating, I'm like, chill out. We're not getting married. Now we're married. Neither of us converted. We value religion and spirituality, but, you know, kind of doing our own thing.
So what was it like growing up in a household of 4, like in LA? What was your mom like? What was your dad like?
So my mom, well, she used to be a bra designer, a lingerie designer for a company called Oga. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but it was a really amazing brand carried in all the like big retailers. And she used to design lingerie and swimsuits, and like that was her whole background. And my parents actually got divorced when I was 2. And so they did their own thing. And my mom remarried when I was 5. And my stepdad worked as a public accountant and kind of did the whole accounting thing, which we'll end up talking about, probably guided how my future and my college was. And yeah, my childhood was great. My dad actually passed away when I was 12, which I feel like really shaped me and who I've become. It just, I feel like I went through a lot of hardship in my youth, and it's made me this person I am today, and how strong I am, and how when challenges come my way, I'm like, it's fine. Like, we'll get over it. It'll be great. Yeah.
So tell me about that. So your parents divorced when you were very young, so you probably don't remember that, I would think.
No, I mean, you have those memories of, I used to see my dad every other weekend, and when he would come pick me up, my parents would bicker, and like, I have those memories for sure. But, you know, especially now as I think about, you know, I'm married now and we think about having kids, I'm like, wow, it must have been so stressful for my mom and like my dad too. Like when you're young, you have no idea what they're going through, right? But for the most part, it was a really like great childhood and really happy. Something I think about a lot is my dad passed away at like kind of a pivotal point in my life, right? I was 6th grade, about to go to like real junior high and then to high school. And, you know, seeing your other parent every other weekend pulls you away from your friends at home, you know, because my dad lived like 4 or 5 hours away. It wasn't like just hop down the street next door. You know, it was, I'm gone for the whole weekend. I'm away from everyone, which when you're young, it's not that big of a deal. But, you know, high school, I was so involved with sports, and I was a cheerleader, and I swam on the swim team, and everything that I did really was like a 7-day-a-week situation, right? And I think about my dad, and I miss him dearly, and I would never, I don't know how to say it, but I just wonder what my life would have been like had he been alive when I went to high school, because I think high school really molds you and who you are, and my high school experience would have been so different had he been alive. Yeah.
So looking back at that now, as you say, like, you know, as a married adult and as someone who's thinking about children, like, does it make you frame the way, do you see the world differently because of that experience?
Yeah. I just think, for me, this sounds so silly, but I feel like every day I'm just grateful because one day I woke up and my dad wasn't there, and things can be taken from you like this. So I feel like as a grown up, I just value every day. And people always say, how do you have such a, positive outlook on life? And I think that's where it came from. There's kind of two ways you can go. You can go like really depressed and what's going on? Why is this happening to me? Or this is a teaching moment and a learning moment. And I feel like I'm going to try to instill those things, when we have kids.